Ever look at your computer and wonder if it could be doing something more? Well, today we're going to break down how that very machine can help build a global, decentralized AI network. Oh, and potentially earn you some crypto while it's at it. Let's dive right in. So let's just start with the big question. Does this sound like something out of a sci-fi movie? Maybe. But it's very, very real. That powerful gaming PC you've got could literally be contributing to the future of artificial intelligence and earning rewards, all while you're asleep. And the tech that makes it all possible? It's called Bittensor. Okay, so what is this opportunity really? To figure out how you can get in on this, we first need to understand what makes Bittensor so different from the way AI is usually built, and more importantly, why this is a chance for you to get some serious, hands-on experience with the future of technology. And this right here is the core difference. On one side, you've got AI that's completely controlled by a handful of tech giants. You know the names, they make all the rules. But on the other side, you have Bittensor. It's decentralized, which is just a fancy way of saying no single company owns it. The best analogy? Think of Wikipedia. It's this massive, collaborative project where you're not just a user, you can actually be a builder. So you might be asking, how in the world does a global project like this actually function without a CEO or a central headquarters? Well, the system is surprisingly elegant, and it really all comes down to a super clear set of rules. Let's break down how this whole game works. Probably the easiest way to get your head around all the moving parts of Bittensor is to imagine it's a giant, nonstop reality TV show. You've got contestants, you've got judges, and of course, you've got a grand prize. First up, we've got the miners. These are our contestants. If you decide to join, your computer becomes a miner. Its main goal is to perform specific AI tasks, like generating text or images, and it competes with others to produce the absolute best, highest quality results. It's a competition of intelligence, not just who has the most raw computing power. Naturally, every competition needs judges. In Bittensor, we call them validators. Their job is to send out challenges to all the miners and then grade the work that comes back. And here's the cool part. To keep everything fair, the validators themselves are also being scored on how well they judge. This little trick helps get rid of any bias. And what's a show without a prize? In the world of Bittensor, that prize is the Tau token. When your miner does high-quality work and gets a good grade from the validators, you earn Tau. Now, this isn't just some imaginary point in a game, it's a real cryptocurrency with actual real-world value. And that prize has some serious weight behind it. Just to give you an idea, back in early 2024, a single Tau token was floating around the $420 mark. So the better your miner performs, the more of this digital asset you can potentially stack up. Now, this reality show isn't just one single event. It's more like the Olympics with a bunch of different sports. In Bittensor, these are called subnets. So one subnet might be all about creating images, while another is focused on answering complex questions. As a miner, you get to pick which game you want to compete in. Okay, so you get the game now, but what do you actually need to play? Let's take a look at the toolkit you'll need to gear up for this quest and become a real-deal Bittensor miner. It pretty much boils down to 4 key ingredients: the right computer hardware, a small starting investment in TAO tokens, some basic tech skills, and of course, a little bit of time and patience. Let's look at each one. First, the hardware. And here's the good news. If you've got a decent gaming PC, you are probably already in great shape. The most critical piece of the puzzle is a powerful NVIDIA graphics card, a GPU, with at least 8 gigs of VRAM. You'll also want a good amount of system RAM, and importantly, you'll need to be running a Linux operating system, which is totally free to install. Next, you'll need some tokens to get in the door. To join a subnet and start competing, there's a one-time registration fee that you pay in Tau. Now, this fee is dynamic. It changes based on how busy the network is, but you should probably plan on needing at least 1 Tau just to get started. All right, let's talk about the setup itself. And while, yeah, there are a few steps involved, there's a very clear roadmap to follow. We're not going to get into every single command line here, but let's walk through the high-level process so you know exactly what you're getting into. The whole process is pretty logical. You start by installing the main Bittensor software and setting up a secure wallet. From there, you'll get your hands on some starter Tao, pick the subnet you want to join, and use that Tao to register. Finally, you'll configure the specific software for that subnet and you hit run. And seriously, don't worry. The community has amazing detailed guides for every single one of these steps. So, we've covered the what, the why, and the how. Now for the final, and let's be honest, the most important question of all. is this whole quest actually right for you? Let's lay out the pros and cons to help you figure that out. This is where you gotta be a little honest with yourself. You should absolutely give this a shot if you're curious about AI and you really want to get your hands dirty. If you actually enjoy tinkering with tech and you can afford a starting investment of, say, around $1,000, it could be a fantastic fit. But if you're just looking for quick, easy money, or you get frustrated with technical problems, you might want to sit this one out. But here's the real takeaway, and this is so important. The most valuable reward here might not even be the Teao tokens you earn. It's the education. By setting up and running a miner, you are literally teaching yourself about cutting-edge AI, the mechanics of blockchain, and the future of decentralized networks. And those are incredibly valuable skills to have right now. So you see, you're not just mining crypto, you're learning skills, and you're helping build a real alternative to an AI world that's controlled by just a few massive companies. Which really just leaves us with one final thought. Are you ready to start learning the skills that are actively shaping our future?